Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I know, finally not just looking at talking hands. I decided to come back on camera just to say hello and to also do my November favorites, which I hope you guys enjoy. So let's jump right into it. Before we get started, I quickly want to say, if you guys are wondering, this necklace I got from ASOS maybe like 4 months ago. I'm not sure if it's still available on there. The lipstick that I'm wearing is from MAC and it is called Heroin. Now, my first favorite is going to be, I think, an essential item for anyone that enjoys fall and shit that smells good. And for me, that is the Bath & Body Works candle. Whenever they have their huge sales, like the candles go half off and then they have 20% off as well, I always go in and I get multiple candles at once. And so right now I've been loving these ones that smell really sweet, like the pumpkin pecan waffles or like the pumpkin spice latte, whatever. Anything that smells really sweet I've been loving. And these candles are so strong, they last for days, and you can even smell them like out in the hallway of my apartment building. Really good quality, and they're worth it if you stack up on the sales. Next category is going to have to do with, I guess, health, fitness, whatever you want to call it. I've gotten these free vitamins from work. They had it in a little package that we received. It's the Women's Complete Vitamin with omega-3s and vitamin K12, and it's made by the brand SmartyPants. These are really cool because they kind of take me back to like the Flintstone kids times. The gummies, I guess you can say, and these are a lot easier to take in my opinion. I definitely hate taking pills on a daily basis, so these really work out. And they're damn near gone at this point because I take them and so do my fiance Dustin. I see him sneaking these sometimes, but they're pretty great. They're non-GMO. They actually do taste pretty decent and they just have a ton of benefit. So look it up. If it seems like it's something that you would like, then I recommend trying it out. Now, following along on the fitness health tip, I've been working on getting back in the gym and just getting back to a healthy weight and, you know, just a good place in general. I kind of slacked off for a couple of months and I hadn't been going consistently, and lately I've been trying to go at least 3 times a week, which is pretty hard with me like registering for classes and adjusting to work, but I'm making it happen. This favorite, it has to do with sports bras. I don't know if you guys know this already, which you probably do, but Victoria's Secret makes some of the best sports bras I think I've ever come into contact with, and I'm not someone with like A-size boobs, and these bras definitely work. And lately I've been getting into these like more, I would say, more attractive sports bras. I hate the ones that are just black and huge because they just kind of look like, I don't know, like either training bras or grandma bras. Like I just don't like them. So these work out a lot better for me and I like them. And even though this looks very like girly and pretty, it actually does have a ton of support. I have done the Stairmaster in this. I have lift weights. I've done everything and it keeps everything in place. So I've gotten this color, which I really like, and then also this bright like purple color as well. And it doesn't have too much padding and it really helps to kind of collect sweat. Victoria's Secret was having a sale. They were having a deal. I believe it was half off of bras. So I definitely stocked up and got like 3 of these. Next up is going to be stationery. Now, anyone that knows me knows that I'm obsessed with anything that like pens, notebooks, markers, journals. If I walk into a store and I see one that catches my eye, I'm probably gonna buy it. But lately, I've been really into journals because, of course, I've been bullet journaling, and also because I have now a different journal for almost every purpose in my life, and I feel like I just like it to be separated this way. I have my personal journal, which I haven't really introduced you guys to, but my personal journal means, you know, it has my personal thoughts, my feelings, and I tend to keep this one at home. I have used it up quite a bit. I like it. It has solid pages, and it's a huge journal, so it'll last me some time. And of course, I have my bullet journal, which you guys have seen in many other videos, and this is just for my day-to-day planning. It's a combination of like general personal activities, school, and work, but I try to keep it to mostly personal so things don't get too crazy. I have a work journal, which I just don't have on me right this second. And then I have my YouTube journal where I tend to jot down my YouTube videos, my ideas, how I plan to do the video. I write down storylines. It just makes things easier for me once it's time to sit down and record. If you guys want to see a separate video on all of my journals and how I utilize them and keep up with them, let me know below by commenting and give this video a thumbs up. Along with stationery, I got this new pouch from ASOS and I've been loving it. It's kind of like this weird metallic mermaid looking color, and I tend to keep all my accessories in here as far as pens and markers and sticky notes and erasers, and it's the perfect size. It's lightweight, and I just throw this in my purse and carry it with me. When school starts, I plan to just continue to use this one and not bother to stock up on several different pouches that are going to end up all over the place. This was very inexpensive, maybe like $5, and I'm in love with the color. Thinking I might get more for my makeup brushes. On to book favorites. You guys know that I tend to have one almost every month, which is great. It means that I've been keeping up with my reading. I just finished this one, Between the World and Me. I'm sure you have heard of it, and it's by Ta-Nehisi Coates. Now, when I was getting ready to read this book, a lot of people were making this sound like, you know, it's a must read, and with everything going on with Black Lives Matter, you have to read it. But I took it in a different way. It was just great to see just an umbrella of emotions and thoughts when it comes to the struggle of the African American in the United States in general. This guy just does a really great job of breaking it down and showing it from his point of view. And because he grew up, went to college, and then eventually moved to New York and saw a lot of the struggles and things happening during 9/11, it just really spoke to me on different levels, and it's an amazing read. After I finished reading it, I definitely handed it over to my fiance, who is a young white man, and he definitely enjoyed the book as well. It just brought in a different perspective that maybe he wasn't getting from the media, which tends to kind of, you know, change things and scrutinize topics that we need to hear directly from the people that it impacts. And I feel like this book does that in an amazing way. So if you haven't heard of this book, get it on your Kindle, buy it if it's worth it to you to buy it, and to me it's a must read. Please check this book out. We are moving on to tech favorites. Now, of course, I said I would not have a tech favorite for every month because it's kind of ridiculous. But I do have a new tech favorite for this month, and it's going to be my new MacBook Pro. I was surprised at work with this machine, and I was so excited to upgrade from my MacBook Air. Not saying that it didn't do the job, but I saw that these new ones came out, and I was so obsessed because it's so beautiful. 13-inch model in the space gray, and it definitely has the, you know, touch bar on the top. I'm in love with this computer. It's very easy to commute with, and now that I use it for work, I plan to also bring it with me to school and just kind of make it my all-in-one machine. But I am in love, and last time I had a MacBook Pro was the one with the CD drive in it, so this is a major upgrade, and I'm so grateful for it. On my clothing favorites is going to be this huge Peacoat trench jacket that I got from ZARA a long time ago, probably like not too long, maybe like a year and a half, but I was dying to get this coat. I mean, dying. Like, I kept seeing it online, it kept going on sale, and then I would go to click on my size and it would say, you know, shopping cart empty, which really pisses me off. Like, retailers, stop doing that. If someone puts something in their cart, it's theirs. You know, there should be a rule on that. I just kept missing out on this coat, and then I finally saw it go on sale once again last year, and I added it quickly, purchased it, and finally got it. And this coat, I mean, I put it on, I just feel like the shit. Like, I feel like a badass in this coat, and I feel like it looks good with anything. You can wear jeans, you can wear a dress. It looks amazing with any single outfit. I got it in gray, and I made sure to size up because I like my jackets to fit a little bit bigger so I can wear sweaters and scarves and things like that and not feel like a Christmas story where like I'm all bundled up and my arms are stuck. If you guys did not know, ZARA makes amazing quality coats, and to me they're a decent price. I'm going to cover my music favorites. I know every favorites video I try to include like maybe 3 or 4. This video I'm only gonna have 2 just because I haven't really been listening to new music, but I've been slowly, you know, bringing in new artists through my like Apple Music curated list, and one of the newer artists that it introduced me to is McFerrin, and it seems like he is a producer, or I guess a beat creator. He just makes amazing music, and then he tends to have cameos in and out of the album. And one of my favorite songs that he has on the album is called The Antidote because it has one of my favorite singers on there, Napalm, who I spoke about in my last favorites video. She is in a band called Hiatus Coyote, which is one of my top favorite bands, like definitely top 3. And she sings in this song. Her voice is so beautiful, and I guess I'll give you guys a snippet to enjoy. Tissue, I'll compass that summon sweet surrender deep in my chest. Now the next album I know everyone has been obsessing about, including myself, it just took me a little bit of time to listen to it a few times, is the Solange album, A Seat at the Table. And this was a very controversial album. It was a big deal with everything going on right now in our society, but it's just, this album has so many levels. I'm just so in love with it. I feel like Solange has such a different vibe and feel than her sister does, and that's totally okay with me. I'm not a huge Beyonce fan. I know, don't come after me. I'm not the biggest Beyonce fan, but I really respect that her sister can come out with her own craft and her own sound. One of my favorites off of the album is one of the shorter ones, and it's called Rise, and I'll let you guys listen to it right now. Falling your ways, so you can crumble. Falling your ways, so you can sleep at night. Very simple song, but I think it's so beautiful. I love the way that she controls her voice in that song, and it's one of my favorites. And I think probably because it isn't like over publicized, and it's one that not everyone talks about often, so I tend to listen to that on repeat on the way to the train. So those are my, handful of favorites this month. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I mentioned when I started this series, my favorites videos are going to be a bit different than a lot of the ones you guys see on YouTube, because I don't plan on going out and buying new products every single month just to put out a video. So I hope you guys do enjoy some of my, less expensive items, my books and things like that, and I hope it just helps to introduce you into some new things that maybe you hadn't heard of or seen before. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any comments as far as things that you've enjoyed on my channel, more things that you'd like to see on my channel, be sure to post it below. Thank you so much for your thumbs up and all your positive reinforcement, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.